Hallo meine kleinen Schätze. Herzlich willkommen zu einer weiteren Runde Batman zur Telltal Series. Mit euch. Und zwar, ich mache daraus jetzt ein permanentes Community-Zocken. Wenn ihr mitmachen wollt, könnt ihr gerne einfach in den Stream kommen. Das wird jetzt auch die nächsten Streams so sein. Und wir machen weiter mit Episode 2. Pünktlich um 9 Uhr geht's los. Oh, habe ich dieses Face vermisst. Zuvor bei Batman the Telltal Series.
A revolution is knocking on Gotham's door. When this whole thing starts, make sure you're on the right side.
Mr. Wayne, thank you for opening your house to us. Together, we will change Gotham. Harvey Dent, Gotham's next mayor, and eager to know you.
Vicky Vale. Not interested. And reporter for the Gotham Gazette. Carmine Falcone? Is the Dent campaign soliciting votes from Gotham's biggest crime family?
Your father knew which hands to shake.
Don't you know not to corner a wild animal? It's dangerous. I bet.
This is Selina.
How many?
I'd have to count the pieces. Falcone's calling card.
The chemicals. Where are they? We're all being played here, including you. Ah, Christ almighty! It's the Waynes. Well, the Waynes are the biggest gangsters in Gotham.
Und jetzt? Die Entscheidungen bestimmen den Verlauf dieser Spielerei. Die Geschichte hängt davon ab, wie du spielst. Jetzt bin ich aber auch gespannt, ne? Ich rutsche einfach ein bisschen zurück.
Don't have to do this. Only you now, Master Bruce.
I thought I might find you here. The news was upsetting for both of us. But you should see this. I know you come here for solitude, Bruce. More allegations about his ties to the underworld. This isn't going away. It's all so public and messy.
How could you hide this from me, Alfred? For all these years...
What would you have me do? You were a child. I've been dreading this day for nearly 2 decades. I hoped it would never come.
Forget the papers. I want to hear it from you.
The truth is, they were billionaires, Bruce. You can't amass that kind of wealth without making certain moral compromises. It's just not possible. That kind of money taints you.
Go to hell.
I'm already there, Bruce. Right alongside you. Hill greased the wheels of politics. Falcone was the muscle. Thomas legitimized the whole enterprise with his name. Your father, Hamilton Hill, and Falcone, they were partners. Nothing happened in Gotham without them knowing.
You knew all this, and you never let on.
You're behaving like I was part of the conspiracy. I want you to know, I had my suitcases ready. I couldn't stand to be around your father anymore. But then, they were killed, and you were all alone. And I just couldn't walk out the door. Everything I did, everything I've ever done, was out of love for you. I hope you can forgive me.
Just give me some time to think it through, okay?
This is the first time I've been back here since that night. When the police called me to collect you, I thought they'd finally arrested your father. I couldn't believe a low-life thug like Joe Chill would have the audacity to rob and kill Thomas Wayne. He was simply too well known. Too big. Yet, there it was.
He got careless. Criminals always do.
You always said it was a simple mugging. In 20 years, you've never wavered from that story.
I can recall every moment of that night in vivid detail. But maybe that's wrong.
Sometimes we block out things we don't want to face.
Maybe there was some detail I overlooked.
Müssen wir jetzt deren Tod analysieren? Okay, das ist geil. Aber als ob das nach 20 Jahren...
Right now.
And what would the Batman do with his own parents' killer? The possibilities are frightening.
I wouldn't trust myself around him.
Batman doesn't kill.
That's why I wouldn't trust myself.
He was stabbed to death in prison. No one mourns for Joe Chill, Bruce.
Mann, ich will das nicht sehen.
He just wanted to protect us.
He thought he was invincible. Sadly, he was mistaken.
I can't picture him as a criminal. Not the kind I deal with.
In that moment, he was simply your father.
I love that movie. Saw it countless times at that theater. How long did it play there?
Only when you wanted to see it, Bruce. Your mother arranged the special screenings personally.
I never knew that. She was always so good to me.
Where exactly does the memory end?
With my father pleading, "You don't have to do this." And the gunfires.
And after that? There are considerable gaps in that recollection.
Maybe. Do I really want to know?
Stay back!
Take whatever you want.
Nothing personal, just business. He told me you had it coming.
You don't have to do this. No, Falcone. He's making all this steak.
Bruce, are you all right? It wasn't a mugging. They were assassinated. And Carmine Falcone knows why.
Zerbrochene Erinnerung. Trophäe erhalten. 2.1. Lulve. Ah nee, am Morgen. Aber jetzt zwar Kaklage, aber was ein Aim der Typ hatte,
I don't
ne?
have to tell you how many rules we're breaking. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm always here for you, but this could land us both in hot water. I pulled all the strings I had with the lieutenant. This better not come back to bite us.
Look, I get that, Harv, okay? And it means a lot to me.
I know it does, Bruce. It doesn't make it any easier. The last time we brushed shoulders with Falcone, the press made us pay. At least tell me what this is about. Look, I'm all for blind support, but I should at least know what I'm getting myself into.
I'm not sure, but I think Falcone put a hit on my parents.
Wait, what? Bruce, that's terrible.
That's why I have to speak with him. I have to know for sure.
Bruce, I appreciate you opening up to me, but just try and keep it cool in there. I don't want any headlines taking away from my
Was
debate
mit
with
seinem
Bill.
Lichter los eigentlich?
Mr. Wayne, welcome to the GCPD.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
Now, ordinarily, we'd never let you in to see Falcone, but it must be nice to have a DA in your pocket, Mr. Wayne. Bend the rules whenever you need it.
I realize this is irregular, Lieutenant. I wouldn't ask if there was another way.
I'm vouching for him, Gordon. Trust me, he's one of the good guys.
A good guy who always gets what they want. Now, in my book, there's no such thing.
Nice job bringing in Falcone. Yeah, that son of a bitch better not get off again.
He's not getting off the hook, Renee. Not this time.
Mr. Wayne, Sergeant Renee Montoya. I just wanted to say, some of us police support you, despite what the media is saying.
Thanks, Sergeant.
Hat sie mich jetzt Hurensohn genannt und dann,
Oder
war damit
He's lucky
Falcone
he didn't get roughed
gemeint?
up more. I could tell Batman wanted to kill him, but he held back. He cares about doing the right thing.
Well, whoever he is behind that mask, I say Gotham's lucky to have
Ich
him.
hätte, glaube ich, was Negatives über Batman sagen
It's
sollen.
great to know he's out there watching over the city.
All right, Falcone's inside. You say what you gotta say. We'll be out here.
Episode 2. Oh, der ist verletzt. Und bei ihm ist dasselbe mit dem Licht. Was ist los? Kinder von Archer.
The hell? Bruce Wayne? You must have some clout. My own wife can't get in to see me. Good thing I'll be out of here in a week. Just like every other time they tried to put me away.
Ich schleim mich erstmal ein.
You look like you tangled with the wrong guy.
This is nothing. You should have seen me before I became boss. I'd show up all beat to hell. Your father had sewn me back together. Yeah, that's right. Tommy and I were close. More than friends. More like cousins. Going back decades.
I could avenge my father's death right now. And there's not a damn thing you could do to stop me.
Avenge Tommy? Ah, so that's what this is really about, eh? The pup digging up a 20-year-old killer.
2 killings, and they were never forgotten.
You and me, we're practically family. I thought you'd have figured that out by now. Hey, I tried to get through to you at Dent's party. Maybe I should have spelled it out. Got a whole closet full of birthday presents I was never able to give you.
Watch it, Falcone. I still see some unbroken bones.
Tough guy, eh?
Ey, dieser
I bet you
Blick.
came to kick some answers out of me, huh? Your father, Hill, and me, we ran this city. Still do. God damn this pain. Can't think through it. Morphine's on the side there. Be a good boy and help Uncle Carmine out, huh?
Ich weiß ja nicht, für was das ist.
I'm not here to take care of you. You deserve to suffer for what you did.
Das wollte ich nicht.
Of course. You'd never know the truth. How much of your old man is in you? What kind of son did he make?
Ey, das Piepen nervt.
Murderer, Falcone. Unlike you.
Yeah. That's why you were kept in the dark. He loved you, you know. He did it all for you. He protected his own. But you got on his bad side. Your father was more ruthless than any of us. He had a switch, you know. Still, made us all rich. Including you. Some people just have the mind for it. He was one of the most brilliant men I ever knew.
Until you hired an assassin to take him out.
What, you really think I ordered the hit? Sure, I worked with Joe Chill from time to time. Put a button on someone, he'd take him out. But I never ordered that hit on your parents.
Wollen den Zuschauer gerne mal was reinschreiben, dass ich weiß, wer dann reinschreibt.
Trust anyone in Gotham. Least of all those you call friend. Your parents learned that the hard way.
They're waiting for you in hell! The bastard had to die.
Hands in the air! Stand down! Get a doctor! Secure this floor! No one gets in or
Der ist
out!
tot.
Go! Go!
Nein! Der hatte alle Infos. Arbeitet sie mit dem zusammen und ihr wollt nicht, dass die Infos?
We are in deep shit. I bought us some time, but not much. Word's gonna get out, sooner or later. Why would she do something like this? We had Gotham's biggest crime lord in our grasp. This close, we were this close!
You both hurt her. She had no love for Falcone.
She's supposed to do her duty, not act on impulses.
It just doesn't make any sense. She'd never do anything to hurt the department.
Falcone's case meant justice for 1,000 unnamed victims. And now it is a PR disaster. How can I run against corruption when our own cops are redecorating the precinct with their prisoners' brains?
Ey, irgendwas ist mit der Kamera in der Episode, ne? Ich hoffe, es bleibt nicht die nächsten Episoden lang.
Issue a statement saying that we have the shooter in custody. Details are still coming in and that we're investigating. The usual.
Someone planned this for a reason.
Even if that's true, the simple fact is she gunned him down in his hospital bed.
Lieutenant, Mr. District Attorney, Falcone's lawyers are here.
Oh, Christ. I can delay them for a little while, but we still need answers.
Tell me if she says anything. I have to know why she
warum ist in ihren Lippen so blau? Ist die ein Bot oder was?
Alfred, Falcone's been murdered.
Good God.
I'm looking into it, but I'll need access to the back computer for anything I find.
Connection secured.
Alfred, I'm gonna try and confirm some suspicions of mine. Fresh injection site. That doesn't look like blood.
Ja, ist mir auch aufgefallen so.
Her veins, still visible beneath her skin.
Die ist ein Bot?
Alfred, I think I found the substance. Analyze and forward me the result.
Of course. I'll be in touch as soon as I have the results.
Also entweder die war unter Drogen oder ich. Warte.
Mr. Wayne? What's going on?
Unter Drogen.
Oh, but I got this awful feeling something terrible happened. Everything is such a blur.
Sergeant, you have to think. What do you remember?
Oh, God. Falcone. I was hoping it wasn't real.
I believe you were drugged, Sergeant.
It would explain a lot. Listen, you have to believe me. I talked big about hurting thugs like Falcone, but I would never betray the lieutenant.
Ja, ist ja trotzdem Knast.
So foggy. I remember a sharp pain.
There's an injection site on your neck.
Then I just felt light. Like I could do whatever I wanted. No guilt, no consequence. There was a voice in my ear insisting Falcone was gonna get off. And all I knew was that I had to stop that. I had to, no matter what. The reasons why I shouldn't, they were a million miles away.
Did you see a face? Could you ID a suspect?
I don't think so.
You must remember some detail. Try.
I remember a hand on my arm, guiding me like a parent with a child. The voice, it was saying something about revolution.
Cobblepot said something similar.
I'm so sorry, Lieutenant. I've let you down.
We stalled Falcone's lawyers for now, but they'll be back. How is she? Did she tell you anything?
Yeah, hey, don't worry about that now.
I found evidence that she was drugged. A fresh injection site on her neck.
I was out of my mind, Lieutenant. Please believe me.
Hey, I do. Of course I do. Hey, get forensics in here. Now!
She remembers a voice saying something about revolution.
That's not much to go on.
Now, if you're bringing forensics in, let's get Bruce out.
Alfred, I gotta get back to the manor. I've got a lead on whoever's behind this.
Bruce! What are you doing here? My friends in the GCPD have been telling stories about some kind of lockdown?
I'm sorry, Vicky. I don't have time.
Don't brush me off. Word is there were shots fired near where Falcone was being held. Know anything about that? I mean, you must have been back there when it happened.
I have no comment at this time.
Don't be like that, Bruce. Talk to me. Listen, I owe you for those files on Falcone. I got a lot of credit at the Gazette for that story. Whatever's going on here, you can't afford to be associated with it. Let me help you. I can keep your name out of whatever we print, but you need to give me something I can use. Who fired the shots? A cop? I can tell by the way you're brushing me off that something happened. Just give me something to run with.
Sorry, Vicky.
You're fishing. You don't have anything. Now, if you'll excuse me.
You should talk to me, Bruce. This is coming out whether you stonewall me or not.
Es war nicht ihre Schuld, ich verpetze sie dafür auch nicht. Als ob das wie schwarz aussieht, das ist Camouflage eigentlich. Da steht jetzt einfach so ein Lambo anstatt dem
Either
Batmobil.
Cobblepot drugged Montoya himself, or someone else is using his revolutionary rhetoric. Either way, I need to find him. Let's put our drones in the air and start a search. I'll run a trace on his cell. In the meantime, we have to find out what we can do about this drug.
The computer's been analyzing the chemicals from Montoya's bloodstream.
Throw that up on the monitor. The residue I scan on Montoya is similar to the nerve agent I found at the docks. Let's see what we got.
It's ironic that Falcone died at the hands of someone drugged with his chemicals. Who'd have guessed that's how he'd meet his maker? Prone in his sickbed, surrounded by police who were ordered to protect him.
Falcone had it coming. You cause as much pain as he did, eventually it comes back on you.
We should...
Ich finde, der hätte 2-3 Schüsse noch vorher kassieren sollen, so als
He told
Schmerz.
you something before he was killed. What did you learn from him?
Practically family, he said.
Family? Funny, I don't recall any Sunday dinners with the mob.
It wasn't Falcone who called the hit.
Yes, well, I suppose that makes sense. Your father, Hill, and Falcone would have balanced each other out.
Computers pinpointed reference points on the two compounds. The men at the docks were doused with the base chemicals. The reaction was messy. They were out of control. This refined drug is like a weapon. It only took a small injection to strip Montoya of her moral filters and make her act on her base impulses. Both compounds seem stable, but they're quick to fall apart. Whoever processed it knew what they were doing.
What could the creators of such a drug possibly have in mind? Fighting your wars is one thing, but drugging others to fight them for you... Oh.
Considering the amount they stole from Falcone, they could build a small army of remorseless assassins.
The thought is chilling. Your drones are in position to triangulate Cobblepot's location.
das sein, dass die Lieutenant meinen?
Bring me her head.
Ich bin minimal stack.
There, don't you go. You'll be alright. Right.
Ich glaube, die wollen jetzt die umbringen, ne?
The Skyline Club. Jesus, didn't even wait for Falcone's body to get cold, did you, Oz?
Going to speak with him, Bruce?
Bruce Wayne already tried talking with Cobblepot. It's time he met the Batman.
Gänsehaut.
Come on, I know there's gotta be more around here. The man probably had millions in his sock drawer alone.
If Falcone finds out I helped you, he'll kill me.
Your boss won't be doing much of anything. Ever again.
Wird das jetzt so ein Sneaking-Spiel sein? Oder ich bringe die halt alle nacheinander um.
You lot, come check out this office.
Where is it?
I don't know! Mr. Cobblepot!
You can help me.
Let him go.
Batman! It's about time. You kill a crime boss, you'd expect a word of thanks from Gotham's #1 vigilante. Oh, don't worry, I'll pass your gratitude on to those who made it happen.
I said let him go.
You hear that, Roland? That sounded like an order.
I'll crush him.
Now, have a little respect for the Bat. Think he underestimates you. Is this about Falcone? We all saw how you felt about Falcone. Pounded him into a pulp on live TV. If you were truly the defender of this city, you'd have finished the job yourself. Admit it, Falcone deserved to die. Vermin like Falcone, they deserve to be stomped out. Believe me, I know.
I don't kill my enemies.
Maybe that's why you got so many. Might be time to reconsider. As a show of good faith, I'm gonna let this one go. How's about we talk this through? We helped you with Falcone. Now, if we could just cut out the rest of the rot, like Wayne and Hill, ordinary folks might be able to breathe.
Oswald Cobblepot. What is it about this place that attracts criminal scum like you?
Gotta admit, you've got flair. Here's the thing. I actually admire you, Batman. We both want the same kinds of things. Me and my people, we've got big plans for Gotham.
They found Catwoman. What do you want with her?
We had a deal. She didn't make good on it. So sorry this didn't work out, mate. I'd stay to watch. I would, but I still got a Catwoman problem to deal with. Oh, what's her name again?
Selena.
Yes! Oh, beautiful name.
Da prügel ich den halt. War zum ersten Mal falsch. Oh. Nur weil ich kurz blinzeln musste. Nur weil Russ, moin, willst du mitspielen ab gleich?
Gonna have to try harder than this.
Ein Kinnhaken und ich bin weg. Wie schnell ist er eigentlich? Wenn du noch ein Handy hast oder so, erkläre ich dir gleich.
I'll find her right away.
So, ein großer Fan, Trophäe erhalten 2.3. Ehre 2 Zuschauer. Also warte, ich hab's vergessen zu erklären, wartet. So. Also. Ihr geht auf... warte. Dann wird es hier nochmal erklärt. Ehrenmann. Nein, nicht stoppen. Oh, ich habe aus Versehen gestartet. Wait, Leute, das dauert jetzt ein bisschen. Ja, okay. Sorry, Leute. Es geht auch mit mehreren Controllern, glaube ich. Aber ist egal, ich finde mein altes Handy eh gerade nicht. Können wir dann morgen oder so machen. Ja, aber auf jeden Fall telltal.com/roleplay. Willst du Smartphone, Tablet, PC teilnehmen? Und Spielercode wird jedes Mal aktualisiert, daher. Also kannst du auch über PC oder Tablet. So Rückenschmerzen, ne? Ich kann nicht lang so sitzen. Ach so, Falcone ist gestorben, als du weg warst. Oha, mein Jogginganzug, nix Arrogantes. Skyline Club. 6:28, also 18:26 Uhr.
Is that Bruce Wayne?
You really think he'd show up here?
Ehre genommen.
Did you hear?
You lost? Because I don't have time for tourists. Looks like you walked into the wrong bar. Flash money like that in here, you better be ready to fight. I got customers who knife a man for less.
Selina Kyle. Where is she?
Hey, don't I know you? It is you. Knew it. The cops take all your fancy clothes? Are you trying to lay low? Of course, you're not really the low-lying type.
Buy you a drink?
How about a few? It ain't like you're short on cash.
Leave him alone, Frank. Man's just trying to have a quiet drink.
You didn't seem to mind the company. Whatever.
Kenn ich. Zu gut.
Selina, I need to tell you something important.
Better be an apology. You were supposed to take care of our mutual problem. Instead, you just pissed him off.
Well, I've met a couple of his goons myself. Your client isn't one for subtlety. The man who hired you, his name is Oswald Cobblepot.
Never heard of him.
He goes by Penguin.
Penguin? Shit. Ugh, you've got to be kidding me. You should have just killed me on that roof.
Der Pinguin!
I'm dead anyway.
Ja, okay, Pinguin mag ich eigentlich, aber ich hab's ihn so gar nicht erkannt. Ich fand zwar, der sieht sympathisch aus, aber trotzdem.
The Penguin.
Penguin can't take on both of us, and I'm not going anywhere. Clearly you know something about him.
I only know him by reputation. I'm surprised you never heard of him. He's a big deal across the pond. He's more dangerous than you think.
I grew up with Oz. He's the first real friend I ever had.
I'm not surprised. Questionable morals and a penchant for theatrics. You two have a lot in common. The question is, why Gotham? Why now? It's not like he's hurting for crime syndicates abroad. Why leave that?
He stole mind-altering chemicals from Falcone.
Drugs aren't really Penguin's M.O.
Well, maybe he's branching out.
Well, I'm not sticking around here to find out.
Oswald, Penguin is about to unleash God knows what on the city. You can't just leave.
A good reason not to be here when he does. You want to stay? That's your choice.
If Penguin is everything you say, there's no tree high enough for you to climb. He will find you.
So what are you suggesting? The bat helps the cat?
And the cat helps the bat.
Bruce, sweetie, the gallant knight thing, it really is adorable. But what would Harvey think? The two of us, working together? After all, I'm not really an all work and no play kind of girl. Harvey knows that.
I'm sorry, why are we talking about Harvey?
He's your friend, isn't he? Just seeing how much of a conscience you really have. You and I...
Oh, ich dachte, sie wird erschossen. Oh. Das kann ja in diesem Spiel wirklich jeden Moment komplett unerwartet sein, ne? Oh, die haben sie gefunden.
You were right.
Selina Kyle, penguin says hello.
Musik?
Beat it. We're here for her. If you care about your own skin, you'll get the hell out.
Gentlemen, please. Sit. Have a drink. Let's work this out like civilized people.
We're done talking.
Nein, ich will nicht schlagen. Ich meine, davon werden doch alle erfahren, dass Bruce Wayne. Ich meine, auch selber schuld, aber so heftig? Ach so, ich konnte entscheiden.
Not done yet.
Nimm eine Billardkugel. Ey, wie der immer komplett mit vollem Körper ausholen muss, ne? Guck, bam. Bruce Wayne, ein zivilisierter, organisierter Typ. Und auf einmal benimmt er sich so wie Batman. In der Öffentlichkeit.
Then let's give it to him.
Ja, okay, das war jetzt so unreal einfach. Das ist gerade so mega unrealistisch, aber es sieht halt geil aus. Das sah schon sehr Science-Fiction aus, oder?
You fight pretty good. For such a pretty boy. Come on, this way.
Quick, check the alleyway.
Dass er nicht schaut, ne?
See anything? Negative. Let's check the other side.
Are we alone?
Oh nein.
We're alone.
Eigentlich habe ich zwar jetzt keinen Bock, das auch
Let's
bei
get
dem
out of here.
bei dem Spiel, aber
I'll take the rooftops. You take the alley.
Wait. When will I see you again?
When you least expect it. You shouldn't trust me, you know.
als ob sie sowas in der Hosentasche trägt. Airport rein.
Alfred, I'm uploading the contents of a smartphone to the back computer. Check to see if there's anything on the phone we can use.
Processing it now. Is everything all right? There are quite a few police cars convening on your location.
It's fine. Has the back computer found anything yet?
Bruce, there are a number of messages here. All from Mayor Hill.
Mayor Hill?
The last voicemail is his. Listen to this.
I gave you everything I have on Wayne. I've held up my end of the bargain, and I expect you to do the same.
This is very shady indeed. Whatever they're talking about, it doesn't sound good.
I should have guessed. Hill's working with Penguin. If Hill's talking to Penguin, he must know something. It's time I paid him a visit.
I agree. The mayor must have answers, but if I may offer a word of advice. People look up to Batman after how you handled Falcone. Terrorizing the mayor could damage that goodwill. Then again, Batman's methods would certainly get him talking immediately. Bruce would have to depend on his guile to loosen Hill's lips.
Was denkt ihr? Batman ist halt so offensichtlich. Ich glaube zwar, dass Bruce die bessere Antwort ist, aber dass Batman spannender ist. Bam!
Batman is the sure bet.
Aber das und vieles mehr erst morgen. Ich verabschiede mich jetzt schon mal. Ja. Like da lassen, abonnieren, kommentieren, Channel teilen, Creator Code DasProfiYT eintragen. Ja, morgen geht's dann weiter beim Rathaus um 20:11 Uhr. Ciao. Warte, ich habe das nicht gespeichert.